Welcome to the Year 6 lesson for part unknown problems. In this lesson I'm learning to use multiplication and division to solve part unknown problems, and I'm not going to be using a diagram. Let's start with this question here. There are 56 candles which are shared around a cake, and I want to work out how many are on 4/7 of the cake. So you can see I've recorded that question here. Now, because we can't draw a diagram, we're going to have to imagine this in our heads. So in my head, I'm imagining a cake which is split into 7 pieces, and I'm going to need to share these 56 candles around those 7 pieces of cake. So I can do that using division. 56 candles shared between 7 pieces of cake means there must be 8 candles on each piece of cake. Now I want to know how many candles are on 4 pieces of cake. So 4 pieces of cake times 8 candles, because there's 8 candles on every piece, equals 32. So 4/7 of 56 equals 32. Let's try another question. This time I'm going to imagine I've got a fence which is 24 fence posts long, and I've painted 5/6 of it. So I want to work out how many fence posts have I painted. Well, you can see I've recorded that here. Well, my first step is going to be to imagine sharing those 24 fence posts between these 6 groups. So to do that, I'm going to have to use division. 24 fence posts shared between 6 groups means there must be 4 fence posts in every group. Now my numerator tells me I'm interested in 5 of those groups. So 5 groups times 4, which is the number of fence posts in each group, equals 20. So far I must have painted 20 fence posts, or 5/6 of 24 is 20. Let's try another question. Let's imagine a pet shop has got 63 fish, and 4/9 of those fish are goldfish. I want to work out how many goldfish there must be in total. Well, to start with, I'm going to need to imagine sharing those 63 fish in 9 groups. So I'm going to use division to help me do that. So I've got 63 fish which I need to share between these 9 tanks, or 9 groups. So 63 fish shared into 9 tanks means I need to put 7 fish in every tank. Now I'm interested in 4 of those groups. So 4 groups of 7 equals 28. So 28 of the fish must be goldfish, or 4/9 of 63 is 28. Let's think about the important things to remember from this lesson. Well, in my first step I'm using division to help me share out the amount of items I've got between the number of groups I've got, and I get that from the denominator. By doing this sharing step, I'm working out how many items there must be in one group. Now in my second step, I'm working out how many items there must be in the groups that I'm interested in. So in this question I was interested in 4 groups, and I got that from my numerator. And you can see we haven't had to use a diagram to help us answer these. You can find the activity sheet that goes with this lesson in the Teacher Tools Fractions, Decimals and Percentages book from the Whitebook collection.